When the team news drops an hour before kick-off at Old Trafford on Friday night, eyes will go in search of any Manchester United debutants on the team sheet. Following the additions of Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mezraoui from Bayern Munich on Tuesday, United manager Erik ten Hag could hand out up to 3 debuts for the visit of Fulham for the Premier League curtain raiser. Joshua Zirkzee, who joined the club from Bologna last month, failed to make it off the bench against Manchester City at Wembley last weekend, meaning he is still waiting to make his bow in United colours. Joshua Zirkzee, who joined the club from Bologna last month, failed to make it off the bench against Manchester City at Wembley last weekend, meaning he is still waiting to make his bow in United colours. Having failed to make it off the bench against City, it is unlikely the Netherlands international will be thrown straight in from the off against the Cottagers. Bruno Fernandes operated as a false nine against Pep Guardiola's men and is likely to do so once again. Provided Ten Hag does not share more negative news on the injury front when he speaks to the media at Carrington this afternoon, his first starting lineup of the new Premier League season could be relatively easy to predict. The only elements of uncertainty are likely to come in the left-sided full-back berth and in the wide areas. Whereas last season Marcus Rashford was forced to start the campaign through the middle in the absence of Rasmus Højlund, it has been proven throughout pre-season that Ten Hag has no plans to utilise the academy graduate in a central position, recognising he is at his best stationed on the left. But as a result of Ahmed's glittering pre-season performances and Alejandro Garnacho's contribution off the bench against City, Rashford is not guaranteed a start against Marco Silva's side. 12 months ago, Rashford, after an outstanding 2022-23 campaign, was the first name on the team sheet, meaning Garnacho faced the prospect of missing out on a starting berth for the season opener against Wolves. The Argentine was only lucky enough to get a start because of the fact Rashford had to start up front in the absence of a recognised striker. Although Garnacho had shown flashes of his quality in 2022-23, he went into the start of last season occupying the unofficial title of Rashford's deputy. He had only proven what he could do on the left of the attack, and the prospect of him being deployed on the right was not given much thought. As he demonstrated in the second half of last term, he is more than capable of delivering the goods on the right, meaning he, Antony and Ahmed are now right-wing options. However, Ahmed's pre-season form has made it impossible for him to be omitted from the starting lineup against the Londoners. It means Garnacho and Rashford are facing the likelihood of going head-to-head in the battle to become Ten Hag's first-choice left-winger. Both are excellent players who bring a wide range of qualities to the table, meaning they will equally have aspirations of starting. But as Garnacho demonstrated in his cameo against City, he has become impossible to overlook. He scored 10 goals and registered 5 assists last season, meaning he ended the season with more direct goal contributions than Rashford, who got 13. Garnacho answered Ten Hag's demand last term, evolving from being an impact player who would previously struggle when given a start, to becoming one of United's most potent attackers. He scored in big moments last season and is now one of the most popular players at the club. If Garnacho starts on the left over Rashford against Fulham, it will signify just how much progress he has made in the space of just 12 months. He was excellent last season, so much so he was unfortunate to miss out on the club's Player of the Year award. With Ahmed on one side and Garnacho on the other, United would have 2 skillful and direct wingers in their attack. Also, they are both equally capable of scoring goals, which is something the club has been lacking from both flanks simultaneously in recent years. Garnacho is a crowd pleaser and a player who the wider public are entertained by. It is unlikely to go down well if his name is missing from the starting 11 on Friday night.